Hi, just doing a short video to go through an interesting game. In my favourite games at the moment are the low stakes qualifiers or turbo qualifiers for the 440, big 440 on PokerStars, and it's 1,000 starting chips, and the blinds go up every 5 minutes. Now, the advantage of the 1,000 starting chips is you don't get big stacks, and my tactic in this is to play very tight early on, not play many hands, and wait for the shove fold, push fold section of the game, which starts usually at sometimes at 25-50, but usually at 50-100, and the weaker players really don't know what they're doing, and this game was quite a good example of that. So what I'll do is I'll skip through the early hands quickly and discuss the later hands. This is the first hand. I'll start with the beginning because there was an interesting hand on that, and DDD224 is a reg on these. And he doesn't usually play rubbish. He's like me. He would play tight early on, which is the normal tactic. So he does raise early position, and he gets re-raised on the button. Now, to me, that would be an immediate alarm signals when you get re-raised like that. And check raises, and now if you're called here, then it's bad news, and he's re-raised all in. And now if I was DD, I'd definitely fold here, unless I've got pocket aces or ace king. I might even fold ace king, but he doesn't, and as you see, he's up against pocket aces. Okay. Right, third hand, I get pocket queens, which is obviously a premium hand. I'm not going to fold this. There's two limpers. Don't really want limpers. Just shove it all in. I'm not going to put that down. And luckily I get called by ace 8, which is a horrible call. Don't like that at all. And we'll just fold a few hands here. Pocket sevens, I think I did play that, but missed the flop. Okay, and we'll just blinds are 25-50 now. Ace 8. I shove now because I got a good stack here. I can just sit out and wait for the end game. Really, it's only top three get paid, but more or less the third more or less gets just more than your money back, so you really want to be top two in these. Okay, this gets more interesting. 50-100 now, so I've only got 13 big blinds, and pressure's on. Important thing here is the other player's stack sizes, and as you can see, we've got some interesting stacks here. We've got the two large stacks, Cape Town and Memo, and two small stacks. So I've got to play pretty tight here because I want the two small stacks out, and I don't really want to mess with the two big stacks at the moment. So unless I've got a monster hand, I can't really play anything. We lose one of the short stacks here, so that's handy. So we're down to the more or less the bubble. This is where things start to get interesting. And this guy here, if you look at this hand again, and shall I go back to that? This was quite an interesting hand for me because it made me realise that Cape Town, who won the first hand with pocket aces, if you remember, is a complete moron, because when you get a small stack shoving, and you've got 3,000, well, he's shoved for 615 chips. You've already got 150 in there. You aren't folding any. You shouldn't be folding here with anything. You know, it's worth. The idea is to knock the guy out. Why are you folding? So the man's a moron. So that gave me a clue as to how to play if this guy went out. I'd be picking on Cape Town. It didn't work out that way, but that was my thinking at the time. So there's a bit of sparring here, but the key is obviously the two short stacks, which are myself and Daryl Moore. Now he's shoved again. I could call here with Jack King because he's shoving with fairly light, but I've got two big stacks here who should be calling this, so I'm going to try and rely on them to call, which they don't. Higher stakes, that wouldn't happen because this guy would always get called. As we see, I'm now the small stack. And he gets a bit unlucky here. He's actually shoved his chips in, and he's got two pair, and Memo's actually got a bigger two pair. So that's a bit unfortunate. He's doomed from the flop, really. So we're now down to 3. And I'm the mini stack, and I'm up against 2 monster stacks. So there's no point messing around, and I've already established this guy's an idiot. So if he folds to this small stack, I'm shoving any 2 cards here, and he just limped in. Well, I'm definitely shoving 3-4. That's a monster, and he duly folds. So ideally this is the guy to shove against. Let's say flush. Queen 8 folding to me. Pocket 2s, definitely a shove. There's a good chance that one of them's going to fold. Maybe higher stakes. They're both cool, this, but I'll definitely shove it in. And nice flop. And min raises me that time. I was a bit suspicious of that, so I folded there. Raises again. That's got to be a fold. Pocket 6s, that's a no-brainer shove. Jack King, that's probably a shove as well. I actually just checked to see what the... I just checked there because I've not got a bad stack now. with a flush draw on the flop, that's definitely a shove. And unless he's got a queen, you can't call that. And I get pocket aces next hand. That's handy, always handy. A little min raise. And I hit trips. So the idea is to reel him in, which he duly goes for, and he's a bit unlucky because he did hit a 6 on the flop, and on the turn he hit 2 pair, and he was a bit unlucky, so he's now under a bit of pressure. Ace 9. It could be a case for calling there. The reason I didn't is because I don't need to, and I'm the big stack now. I can call the shots, and I'd rather wait and let them make the mistake. So I'm raising any 2 cards here. When the ace come, I'll represent the ace. Take it down. Raise with the 8-9. Get shoved on. Has to be a fold. King 7. Raise that up, and I think this is where it ends. Yep, he shoves King 7. He's got more chips than I thought he had there. I decided to call this. Probably a bit rash actually, because I'm left with 1500. But I got lucky. So end of game, because we're down to 2, and 2 enter the big 440. Thanks.